Alright, I'm Corbin. This is my explanation of my half adder, full adder, and parallel adder methods. I also added two methods that were not mandatory to print the half adder and to print the full adder. That way I could run through a loop and just make the code a little bit cleaner. Run through a loop to print the tables of the half and full adder. Just using a for loop and print method. Nothing crazy. But more importantly, I'll move on to the actual required methods. In the half adder, I basically just created a variable x. That was the sum of the two digits or integers that were put in. And then I used if x equals 2, then you have the sum, and carry, you have the sum of 0 and carry 1. I went down for all the possible options of 2, 1, or 0. And then I returned a tuple of the sum and the carry. Full adder, I honestly copied and pasted it and then added the lines of the third digit into the x variable, the sum of all the digits, and just one more if-else statement to the chain of else-ifs of the if x equals 3, then you have the sum and carry of 1. Still returns the tuple. Nothing new there. And then the more complicated method, the parallel adder, I have it input two tuples because integers in Python cannot start with 0, so that wouldn't work for what we're doing. And then I take all of the integers out of the tuple, like the 3 digits out in the first 2 lines. Then I use those digits to use first the half adder, then the full adder, and then the carry for the last digit, for the I don't know if you would call it the first digit or the last digit of the number, but the 2 to the power that makes 8, that digit. I'm sorry, I did a bad job of explaining that, but yeah, so I just use the chain of going half adder, full adder, and it's just returning the sum that will get put into one of the variables that I return in the final tuple, and it returns a carry that I can use for the next one. And that's how I coded the half adder, full adder, and parallel adder.